Think about dinner last night. Now imagine eating it raw, not as a metaphor. That is almost 3 million years of human history. Fire changed everything, but it showed up incredibly late. Three things that will change how you think about food. Our genus Homo goes back 3 million years. Controlled fire? Maybe 1 million years ago, on a very good day. Which means, for most of human history, this was dinner time. We know because of cut marks on bones. 2.5 million years old. Stone tools. Animal bones. No heat. That is the entire setup. Early hominins were not sitting at a table. They were walking until they found something. And most of the time, something else had already found it first. Yes, they were eating what the predators left behind. Scavenging was not a last resort, it was a daily strategy. The skull shows it. Early hominin jaws were enormous. Compare that to yours. You have basically been domesticated. Raw meat is not slightly tougher than cooked. It is a completely different material. These people spent hours chewing what you could cook in 20 minutes. Here is the real secret. They did not want the muscle, they wanted the organs. Softer, more nutritious. And inside the bone? Marrow. Pure fat. Pure energy. Cracking a bone open was the fast food of 300,000 BC. The fossil record is full of percussion marks. They were obsessed with getting to the marrow. But plants were the backbone of the entire diet. Specifically things like this. Roots. Tubers. Underground storage organs. And here is the problem nobody talks about. Raw starch. Raw starch sits in a crystalline structure your digestive enzymes can barely access. You absorb about half the calories. The other half just passes straight through. Fruit, on the other hand, was a gift. Sugars already accessible. Zero processing needed. If you found a fruit tree, you stayed there until it was empty. And then there is the food nobody wants to talk about. Insects. Before you say anything. More protein per gram than beef. Higher fat than most plants. Absolutely zero cooking required. And they were everywhere. All year round. And then there was honey. The greatest thing that could happen to you. Pure glucose. Instantly absorbed. The only problem was the bees. Now here is where it gets really interesting. The expensive tissue hypothesis. You cannot have a big brain and a big gut at the same time. They cost too much. Once cooking arrived and the gut could shrink, the brain budget finally opened up. Our closest living relative still eats entirely raw and spends half the day chewing just to do it. The overlap between what chimps eat and what early hominins ate is not a coincidence. When they got meat, it was shared immediately, not out of generosity. Raw meat in a warm climate does not wait. The teeth tell the whole story. Microscopic scratches on ancient enamel. Fibrous. Resistant. Requiring real physical effort. The jaw got smaller as cooking got more reliable. A direct anatomical trade. Your body remembers all of this, not in your memory, in your anatomy. This knowledge got passed down, not in books, through watching, doing, repeating. How to crack a bone at the right angle. Which plants made you sick, where the water was safe. These were not desperate creatures stumbling through existence.